What is up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Million Challenge, where I start off with $1, trying to get pretty much 1% profit every single day until I get to $1 million through sports betting, gambling, investing in crypto, and investing in the stock market. Been doing this challenge for a long time. Everything's tracked. I've been doing everything on video pretty much. So I've been tracking everything. If you're new here, start tracking sheet. But basically, just to give you guys a little bit of a run back of last episode, the past two episodes really. I lost a lot of money, is a good way of putting it. We lost a ton of money. So last episode was really bad. I broke my stop loss. I dipped into the vault. I moved Bitcoin over a couple weeks ago because we ran out of money in the website and I needed to refill my balance. So we deposited, I think about like $1,200 of Bitcoin, give or take. And last episode I had about $980 in there in the vault for Bitcoin, and ended up trying to use our 4% stop loss, which was like $300. Broke the stop loss of 4% and kept pulling money over and ended up losing all of our Bitcoin. So we dropped, as you can see here, 13% in the last episode. Massive L. Today we're sitting at $6,657. It's a very low point in the balance, in recent terms at least. But for the day here, this is day 530. We had a few sports bets for the day here. These are some futures that cashed out, and pretty good day. We got a good payout, and then one that did not cash out. But that one that did pay out got us a lot of money. So there's proof that we had some sports bets that cashed out. And then I also updated our futures column. So I update the futures, pretty much all the bets that are placed as futures. Once a week I update it, and a lot of futures. I think those two are like the biggest ones. I think maybe another one or two throughout the week I didn't update yet, but that finally got updated. So the futures column dropped like $200, which makes us look like we lost more money. But that was just like throughout the week if I didn't update it. So going into the day here, we should get our 1% profitable for the day would be $66, about $67, and our 4% stop loss would be $266. We need to get about $97 in the website gambling today to net 1%. And I don't know if we're actually going to go for the full 1%. Maybe we'll just try to go for a little bit because we only have $107 in USDC in our balance. So we're running pretty tight. I might just try to go for like 10 or 20% of that and go for like 10 or 20 bucks. We'll see. But I'm going to run a different strategy today, and we'll hop into it right now. All right. So as you can see, we did some crazy work. Unfortunately, I didn't record. I forgot to hit the record button. But I literally just did all this. I talked through it and explained everything, and it was crazy. As you can see the graph there. So basically, let me explain what I was going to do, what happened, and we'll go from there. Justin Z, the dude in my Discord server that won the community challenge that we just finished up, the Battle Royale challenge, he had the best winning strategy. He was telling me about a strategy he's been running recently where he's been making a ton of money. He put it in the general chat so everyone could see it, but he basically goes for like super high multis, anywhere from like a 20x the whole way up to like a 100x. Just kind of what he's feeling. There's no like give or take, but what he did recently was an 81x, so I kind of ran with that. And we had like 100. What do we start with? $108 maybe, 107. And I was just gonna run it up to like 10, 20 bucks, kind of see how the strategy worked, and then but like just try to get like 10 or 20 bucks profit and just call it a day if it worked out good. As you can see in the beginning here, it cooked, right? Just in the beginning here, it was just like nonstop wins. We went up to like, I think we hit a couple hits. We got up to like 70 bucks, maybe 60 bucks, like really fast. And I just kept running it. And we got up to like 450 bucks, got a little bit. I increased the bet size. I'll explain what I did, how I ran everything, but I increased the bet size a lot. Got kind of sketchy. I was about to call it, and then it came back. And as you can see, we just kept making a ton of money. So basically where I'm at, and I was gonna like stop the recording to check something real quick. Pretty much where we're at right now is we almost fully recovered the Bitcoin balance I lost last episode from just wiping everything. So I just was going to try to recover that, and I think I just checked and I already forgot because I had to explain all this. It was $989. Okay, so we are about $11 away from that, $10 away from that. So I'm going to try to finish that off here and just kind of explain what I'm doing, try to get like 990 Maybe we'll push it to 1,000 to see how it's going. But basically, I'm going for an 81x on Limbo. It's a 1% chance. And I originally started with like 20-cent bets. I went up to like, I would start at 25-cent bets, and then pretty much at this point, when I got like to this kind of big dip here, I would start with like 50 cents to $1 bets, which is like really aggressive, and it wasn't working out super well. It was getting kind of sketchy. So, and then towards the end here, I was just going back to like 10-cent base bets. So I'll start off at 10 cents and kind of explain what I'm doing. So obviously, on a 10-cent bet, it would pay out $8. And what I do, or what Justin Z, does for his strategy that I'm running here, is you just kind of spam this as much, I don't know if there's like really a tell, but you just kind of spam it as much as possible until you're feeling like it's a big dip. It's time to increase the bet size. So I'm just gonna kind of run with this for a little bit. We just hit it. We hit an 81x, just made $8. And I don't know, we probably bet like $5 total. So I'm just gonna kind of keep running with this here. We just hit it again. Okay, it's working really well right now. But we're at a 10-cent base bet, super low. And then I've been doing pretty much this whole strategy. Every time I go down like $10, I'll increase it to like 20 cents. If I go down like another $10 or $15, I'll increase it to like 30 or 40 cents. And then maybe like 50 cents, and go up to like 80 cents, go up to like $1. Yeah, it just depends. Like, kind of how I'm feeling it. So we'll stick at 10 cents for now. Maybe down to like 9.80, and then I'll increase it to like 20 cents. But we'll just run this for a little bit. And it's like really loud. Let me click. I was using my space bar, but it does get pretty loud, so I'm trying to avoid that for the audio. But I've also been on runs where this dips like $100 or $200, so it can get kind of scary. And the reason I'm saying that's because I was gonna withdraw some money or back to the vault. I was gonna vault some money, but I wanted to just recover the Bitcoin loss at least. So we just hit on a 20-cent bet. We just hit $16. So I'm gonna reset this back to 10 cents, and now we're at 9.93. And again, just trying to get this like $1,000 right now. That'd be perfect. I'd be completely happy with that. That'd be so sick. If we rinse this, then I should probably just stop this entire challenge. But if we can recover today, oh man, that feels so good. But yeah, just spam this. Like I said, until I get like $10 down, then I'll increase it. Because I think 1 out of every 100 bets you should hit, mathematically speaking. Which is obviously not guaranteed, but alright, I think I'm gonna increase this now to 20 cents. So it's a $16 hit if we hit this. We just hit it. Now we're like, what, $1 away? Let's go to 10 cents and just go for a 10x. And just try a little bit lower bets here. We just hit it. Okay, I'm gonna go up to the 20-cent bet. We just hit it. All right. That's crazy, bro. I just profited $1,000. That's crazy. All right, let me do one more thing real quick. Let's try to get this up to, let's go to like a 20x. And I'm gonna try to get this to 1,010. Basically, I wanna have like an extra 110 in here because I'm gonna move over $1,000 back over to Bitcoin. Okay, we just hit that 10-cent bet. Just hit it again. Trying to run this up to the 20 cents here. Just trying to run this up to like an extra $10 of profit. To the 40 cents. That hits. Let's go back down to 10 cents. Look up to 20 cents. I just hit. All right, we are so close. There it is. Okay, so we're at $1,011, which is crazy, bro. So what I'm gonna do is, since we're at this point, I'm gonna transfer $1,000 over to Bitcoin here. Let's do 1,000, and that will recover our loss. I think there is a fee on that. That's crazy. That's the exchange fee. $15. Okay. That's a pretty big fee, I feel like. Alright, let's confirm the swap. Alright, so we just swapped the money. We ended up with 984 Bitcoin. So let's hit done there. Left with 116 in USDC. And I'm gonna have to wait for, I think, this to come over. So once this comes over, I'm gonna try to get it back up to 1,000 total, which is like what, 15 bucks, and then we'll be done for the day here. All right, so the USDC transfer over to Bitcoin, like I said, I did 1,000, but then we had to pay that fee. So I'm gonna reset the live stats here, and I'm gonna run this back. We're gonna try to get this up to like 1,000 bucks. We're gonna start off on a 5-cent bet. Try to get another like 14 bucks here. So basically, we're still doing the 20x. I'm not going back up to the 80x quite yet. We'll see. We'll just run with this for now. And we hit the first bet there. So let's try to just speed run this. I'm gonna increase it every like, few bets. Basically just chasing a high multiplier. Just hit another one, hit another one. Okay, go up to 20 cents here. Go up to 40 cents. And we just hit it again. Let's go back down to 10 cents. Spam it for a good bit. We'll go up to 20 cents. Go up to 40. There's a 5% chance we hit this. We'll go up to 80 cents. We just hit it there again. Go back down to 10. Okay, go up to 20. And we hit it again. All right. Need like $4 more. So we're making some good progress here. Resetting back down to 10 cents. We'll go back up to 20. Come on, baby. We'll go up to 40 cents. And we're super close. Let's go down to a 10-cent bet again. We hit it. We need like one more hit, really. There it is. All right, so we got $1,000 in Bitcoin, and then we also have our USDC, which is at $116, man. What a crazy comeback. Shout out to Justin Z for sharing his strategy with us, because this thing cooked crazy. I wish I would have recorded the first part. I can't believe I didn't hit record, but it was electric, man. Very good energy. Very happy with that. Let's end that and then move on to the next day. All right, man. Day 530 was a massive win, crazy comeback. I can't believe that happened, man. I can't believe it, bro. It's like basically the last episode didn't even happen. We actually came out with like, what, 20 bucks of profit really after the last tank session. Whew. Feels good, bro. Shout out to Justin Z. Like I said, man, he's the one that pretty much got this balance back with his strategy that he suggested. So yeah, we got 14.65% profit on the day, and we lost 13% the previous day. So we came out ahead realistically. We up $1,010 today on the website, and we're back into profit gambling a little bit. I think we hit our. Nah, we probably didn't hit our 1% profit goal because we were. We should get like 97 bucks. We definitely didn't add that additionally because we just recovered pretty much everything. Profited maybe like 10 bucks, 20 bucks maybe. Since like where we were last time. Trying to look at it. Yeah, probably like 20 bucks we went up. But either way, we're moving on to day 531 here, and we'll do one more day of playthrough for the video. Day 531, we had no sports bets for the day. We're sitting at $7,718. The stock market went up about 30 bucks. Our crypto portfolio went up like 13 bucks. And obviously we recovered our website balance. Basically just got $1,000, which is bananas, bro. So we had $7 in bonuses for the day, so we're sitting at $7,718. Our 1% profit goal should be about $77. 4% stop loss is 309, and to get our 1% profit goal, we need to get $26.51. So let's hop in the website and try to make that profit. All right, coming back in the website here, I'm gonna vault a lot of this money and not break the stop loss again. We're gonna make sure we keep that pretty safe. So we're gonna vault, let's see, 600, about 94. Yes, that's 307. That's a 4% stop loss. We'll reset the live stats here. I think I'm gonna run back what I was doing earlier. 81x is kind of crazy. We only need 26 bucks. But basically, what I would be doing for this is go down to like 5 cents, and just kind of run it. So we have a 1% chance of hitting this. 81x. Basically, you're not expecting to get many wins. Oh, there we go. There's our first win. Crazy. It's a 1% chance. We hit it in like 10 butts. I'm gonna keep this at 5 cents for a little bit. We'll run this down. Maybe, I don't know. Like I said, I was just kind of eyeballing it, but we'll go down to like maybe $1 and then bump it up. Let's bump it up to 150. So 10 cents. We hit this. It's an $8 profit. And this could go for a very long time because basically 1 in 50 bets is likely it should hit. And there we go. Okay. Go back down to 5 cents. I'm being like super conservative with this now. Hit it again. Like I said, last time I started on 10 cents, but I feel like that can go pretty quick. We'll go back to 10 cents. Because that just means you have to increase it a lot faster. Or I guess the bet size does not increase faster, but it just gets larger quicker. We'll stay at 10 cents for a while. Because we started, we're at like $9. Okay. And there's times like when I was running it previously, I wouldn't like do a full double up. Maybe I'd go up like, a little bit. So like we go up another 5 cents here. See if we can hit it on this bet size. And now we'll go up to like 20 cents. This be $16 in profit if we can hit this. Went through a lot of bets already, so hoping this hits relatively soon. Okay. Should hopefully hit something here soon. Placing a ton of bets. Let's go up to like 25 cents for a few. It's be $20 in profit. And let's go up to like 35 cents. Fire. Okay. Alright, there we go. Brings us back. Not completely, but brings us back a little bit. Let's go back down to 10 cents. See if we can hit this quickly. If not, we'll just start increasing. There we go. We hit it. We'll just keep it 10 cents for a little bit. Just try to get this to like $27 in profit total. So yeah, the 81x is pretty crazy, but at least you can start the bet size like super low. What I was doing, off recording, because I didn't hit record, I was doing 81x. But then once I started recording again, I was doing like what, 20x, and I think that was working pretty good too. But I just want to do the 81x because that's what I was doing previously. We'll go down to like $5 increases. Okay, let's go up to 20 cents. We'll run this down to 0, and I'll increase it again. $0 in profit is what I'm looking at. Just looking at the profit there. All right, let's go up to 25 cents. This will be $20 in profit if we can hit this. Okay. Go up to like 35 for a few. I feel like it's taking longer to hit than previous time I ran this. Let's go up to like 45. Go up to 50 cents. Okay. How we hit that there. Go down to 12 cents. Maybe try this like one more time, and then I might just try to lower the multi. I feel like this is not hitting too frequently here. 24 cents. Like I said, the first time I ran this too, like I didn't record obviously. Dude, I'm telling you, it hit the 81x. Look at that. All right, so yeah, we just got a huge boost there. We're up to $20 in profit. Let's go down to like 5 cents and let's change this back to like a 20x. And we'll kind of play with this for a little bit. But when I ran it the first time, the first run through, I didn't record on the 81x bet size. I just hit again there, nice. Dude, I hit the 81x within like probably 100 bets. I hit it maybe, I'd say like 3 or 4 times. So I was cooking. It just started like shooting on profit real quick. So that's why I kind of just kept running it, seeing how far we could take it. And I set like a stop loss with the profit. I was like, all right, we're already up like, you know, $50 or whatever. Let's just make that our new baseline. I just kept doing that and we just kept making a ton of money. So it's pretty sick. Up to 40 cents here. All right, we're up to $30 in profit. That's enough for the profit goal for the day. What I want to try too, though, I'm thinking this might be a little bit crazy, but I'm thinking since we lost a bunch recently, what if we did something like this with the USD balance? We have $116 here, so that's our 1% for the day. Let's see if we can do something along the lines of like maybe trying to get this like a 10% increase every day with this strategy. And if we do bust it, it's only like $100, but maybe if we get like 10% a day on this and just kind of try to like a little side quest of like compounding this, maybe even not 10% a day, maybe we'll do like 5% a day or something. But that, I don't know, it could be a crazy concept. Just a little side challenge. I don't know. Let's try it. We'll do the 20x though, and we'll try to get this to like $125. We'll see. We gotta be kind of careful with this because obviously our stop loss. There we go. We just hit one right there. Obviously, this is a little bit smaller of a balance we were just playing with on the Bitcoin, so I can't increase this like as fast. Let's put 20 cents here. To 40 cents. Gotta be careful with this for sure. To 80 cents. $1.60. Uh-oh. I'm just halved it for a little bit. This is a 5% chance. Okay, we just hit it. Hit it again. Try to recover. Go up to $1. Let's not double it each time. Alright, we hit it there. Let's go back down to like 13 cents for a few. Of course we hit on 13 cents. We're trying to get it on like $1.60 to 26 cents for a few. We hit it, okay. Hit it again. To 50 cents. Yeah, I think I might be like increasing a little bit too quickly maybe. I don't know. Just gotta be careful with it for sure. I just hit again there. Let's just slowly try to work this back up. Okay. Oh, we're hitting it pretty good. Trying to recover back to. There we go. There's another hit. Trying to recover this back to 116. At least just zero profit, right? Now try to be a little bit safer if we can bring it back. Let's go to like 70 cents. I would just hit it there. Let's go 35 cents for a few bets. And I'll go back to 70. Let's go to like $1. We just hit it there. Let's go back down to like 25 cents. Nice. Nice, another hit there. Let's go to like 30 cents for a few. Let's go to 40 cents. Nice, we just hit it again. I'll stay at 40 for one more. We'll reset. We can hit this soon. Let's go to 50 cents. Nice, we just hit it. All right, let's go back down to like 13 cents. 26. Come on. We'll go to 40 cents. Alright, we just hit that. We'll stay at 40 for a little bit so we get to close back to back. Nope. Go to 50. Alright, we just gotta hit there. Stay at 50. Yeah, we're getting pretty low again. Let's go back to 70 cents. Let's go to like 90 cents. Let's go to $1. Alright, we got a hit there. It took a while. We lost a lot of money. 25 cents hits. To 50 cents again. We haven't got a ton like really close hits. It usually takes a while to get some hits. There's some close ones. Okay. There we go. That's big. That's big. There's another one. There's another one. Let's go up to like 65 cents. Let's go to 80 cents for a few. Go right back down. Okay, we hit one there. Got another hit. Let's go back down to 40 cents. Nice. Yeah, this is way more difficult than the first time I ran this. Let's go to like 50 cents. Sorry, Dennis, it's like really dragging out. I thought this would be a lot quicker. Nice. Let's go up to like 65 cents. There's a 5% chance we hit this. I figured this would move a little bit quicker. I guess the wins and loss ratios lining up to that. To 80 cents. Wow. It's starting to tank again. Using a 20-cent base bet. To 40 cents. Go up to 80 cents. Come on, dude. Crushing me right now. Let's go up to $1 here. Alright, we just got a hit. Let's go back to 50 cents. Another hit. Another hit. Run this down to like 50 bucks. Might increase it again. Alright, let's go back to $1. I mean, come on, we gotta hit something here, bro. This is crazy. Alright, it's a little bit of a save. Getting a ton of hits at 25 cents now. I hate that so much. It's unreal. right, here, let's do this. Let's go back to the 81x. I feel like that was working. We're not even hitting like, we're not even hitting 20x. I don't know why I'm thinking we're gonna hit an 81x. But let's go to like a 5-cent bet, right? And we'll try this for a little bit and see if this is the strategy I did the first time and it worked really well. And I can see definitely why the strategy, you know, it doesn't work all the time. It is super risky. But dude, that run we went on was bananas in the beginning there. Up to 10 cents here. If we hit this, it's 10 bucks, or yeah, $8 in profit. We just hit it. Let's go back to 5 cents. Run this down to like $35, and then I'll increase it back to 10 cents. I might actually speed this up a little bit because I know this video is going to be running a long time. So I'm going to speed this up. Just going to play around with this 81x for a little bit and see if I can bring it back. All right, man. I just ran through, dude. I don't even know how many bets that had to be. A ton, dude. We were running so good. I was doing 10 cents like the whole way through this, and it just cooked the whole way back up. And then I was running 10 cents like most of this, and then I started increasing by like 5 cents every like 50 to 60 bets. So I went from like 10 cents to 15 to 20 to 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, the whole way up to 50 cents. And we probably ran, I mean, from like $100 the whole way down. Yeah, that was crazy. That was bananas. Yeah, I don't know. I kind of want to run it back on Bitcoin now too, which is probably really stupid. But I really want to run it back. Let's see what we can do here. 116 bucks. We'll see if we can bring it back a little bit. If it brings us down to like 300, we might just call it. But I can't believe it didn't hit anything. Like, you know, I mean, I guess it's super rare to hit a 1% chance, but dude, out of like probably a couple hundred bets that we didn't hit anything at all. This is what I was doing. We'll just see if this works. So we make a little bit of profit if we can hit it now. At this point, we wouldn't get much profit, so I'd bump it up like 5 cents, right? I'd probably do like 5 more cents here. Yeah, I guess it's just, the 81's not hot right now. That's for sure. 5 more cents. Okay. I mean, this is pretty much just a break even at this rate. Add 5 more cents to it. All right, it just hits. So that took 150 bets just to hit it once there. Let's go back down to like 10 cents. See if we can get this to cook a little bit. If it's not starting to go, then I'm just gonna call it a day probably. All right, there it goes. We'll hit there. Yeah, I mean, this is a very boring strategy. I get it. Just a lot of clicks trying to get some money here, but the first time I ran this, dude, it just took off like a rocket ship. It was crazy. Let's go to 20 cents here. This is a crazy dry streak though. 2 wins out of 260 bets. That's a terrible ratio. I guess we had some good ratios earlier though, so kind of makes up for it. All right, here's a hit, brings us back. Let's go back down 10 cents here. Nice, good hit there. And then the first time I ran this, I was pretty much doing this. I'd run it to about, you know, let's run it down to like maybe $9, and then I'll increase it. I would just like I'd set a number. So once we're $9 in profit, I would like double it up for the most part. Then once I got later on in it, I would start to just increase the bet size and not double up. So like now I'd go to 20 cents. There's another hit. I go back down to 10 cents. Once we get to like 15 bucks, I'll increase it back to 20 cents. I usually just set like a $10. There we go, there's a hit. So keep it at 10 cents. Once this goes down to like, yeah, 27 bucks, or sorry, 17 bucks, I'll increase it to 20 cents. I think at this point, we get a little bit of momentum here. If we can't bring this back to 116 just to recover our USDC, then I might just take our profit that we got on Bitcoin and call it a day. So we'll see how this works. Alright, so I was running the 81X for a lot of it. Didn't really go anywhere. Dipped down pretty good here. 1 point down probably like 50, 60 bucks. Switched over to just going for a 20X, and we've been working it back pretty good here. So pretty much back to where we started with the, what's it called? The USDC. We had like 116. So what I'm going to try to do real quick, we're still the 20X. I'm just going to try to work this up to like 126. And that would be our like $10 profit for that. We can pull that off. We'll see what's possible. I would just hit 50 cent there. Okay, we're really close. Back to 25 cents. Try to get this like 126. Alright, I think that should be about good. We'll do one more just to lock it in. Up to 50 cents here. Alright, there we go. So 127, probably gonna just convert that back over, and we'll try to do that in the future. I think that'll be the plan with that. We'll try to we'll try to run up our, what's it called? USDC balance, maybe like $10 a day or something additional to what we're doing. But I might run this strategy for a grip, man. Might just give that a shot because it cooked like twice today. Yeah, it's gonna charge us an extra. That's so annoying how it charges you a fee on that. We'll move 127 over. Alright, so yeah, we moved over that money to USDC. It's probably gonna take some time to like go through and get approved. Didn't go through yet, so we'll try to get what, $2 more real quick, just to cover that fee. See if we can pull this off pretty easily. Yep. Alright, there's our $2 for the fee there. We just got back, and I'll enter all this stuff in the sheet, and then we'll wrap up the video. Alright, so day 531 was a win. We got $38, which, what, 27 of that was Bitcoin. $10 of that was about USDC. So yeah, 1.15% profit on the day. Overall in the video, we went up a total of 15.81%. Pretty bananas, dude. What a crazy comeback. What a crazy comeback. We went up a total of $1,100 today. We turned basically $100. We started with $100 in USDC and turned it into over $1,000. That is crazy, bro. It's not the way I usually play, but the small bet sizes went bananas today. We profited a total of $1,050 gambling today. The rest was from sports betting and some bonuses and some crypto and stock market movements. Crazy video, bro. Crazy video. Very happy with that. I'm glad we recovered. I probably don't even deserve to recover, since last episode I pulled from the vault and just broke my stop loss. But thankfully we did recover, and we're still, you know, not perfect, but way better than where we left off the last episode. So we'll take it. We'll take it. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to see because it's this graph here is like so dense, but you can see this is where we left off last episode. That like little notch right there. and then we're sitting right here today. So doesn't look that crazy on paper or on this graph, but crazy comeback. And yeah, here's our stats for the challenge. Again, our crypto return is a little bit off. Actually, it's a lot off. It says we're down 66%, but that's basically because I deposited a lot of Bitcoin into the website balance, which messes up the way this is tracked. But overall, we've made $1,141 sports betting. We've had a 22% return on our stock market portfolio. So hopefully we can keep getting some more profit, man, and just keep trying to get more money in there. That's like the last place I'm gonna put money, but we need to make profit everywhere else before I can actually like lock in profits, because I'm never touching the investment account. So I wish we could keep adding more money to that because it's cooking. But yeah, we'll let it ride. And then total bonuses are about $4,450 throughout the entire challenge, and our win rate is about 70.75% gambling. And then here's our basis on our crypto. So hope you guys enjoy. Crazy comeback today. Shout out to Justin Z for sharing his strategy on how he makes money, because it really cooked for us today and helped bring us back after a detrimental loss last episode. So we turned $100 into $1,000 today. Crazy. But I hope you guys did enjoy. If you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment with any thoughts or suggestions. Join the Discord server if you're already in there. We're happy to have you in the community. Until next time, don't gamble. It's a losing game in the long run. And take care of yourself. And I'll see you guys in the next video. All right. Peace.